Well, good morning. We are on Monday the 16th of June. The weather is kind of okay. It's not too bright, but it's not too bad equally. We are doing colony inspections. This is colony number 1. Other videos will obviously follow on from here. So here we go. So here's the entrance of the colony. Always worth checking the entrance. You can see what the bees are doing, what they're bringing in. So at the minute I can't see any pollen coming in. None at all. The bees appear quite calm, although the lid's not off yet. Flying well, not erratic. Again, still no pollen, which is a concern. So we're going to check to see how much pollen they've got that's out there. We are kind of nearing that gym gap, so potentially that might be the issue. So here's the colony. So brood box, where all the babies are. We've got a super on top of it. This is a new super, so I put the queen excluder above it just to give them a chance to draw it out, and I'll probably swap them over today. Honey box, roof. So nice and easy. Let's chuck you on the stand and we can get inspecting. That should be good for you. Yeah, looking good. We're on a new tripod today. The tripod was pants and broke. Right, lid off. The Celotex board is just here for the winter, neatly, so I don't lose it. I have to move it and bring it back. I might as well just leave it here. So then we've got the crown board underneath. So the crown is the top of the colony. It's just a board. As you can see, just go down there. Right, let's see what we've got in this super then. So normally the middle of the super is drawn out. That's where all the heat from the colony comes. So the bees quite like the middle of the super. Okay, well that's completely snapped, isn't it? That's perfectly fine. Let's go right to the edge. So the edge is the last piece that they normally cap off because it's furthest away from the centre, but actually looking on it, yeah, that's completely stuffed, and I've just ruined a bit because there's a bit of wax on the edge here. Let's tidy that up as we go. Lovely. Bit of propolis there as well. So propolis is the glue that sticks the colony together, sticks all the frames down to keep them still, and also fills any gaps up to, I think it's about 6 mil, which is good. Okay, and this other side is completely stuck down, so I'm not going to worry about that. Looking at it, this other side is fine. So pick up and twist. Weight on this is decent. We're probably nearing our 30 pounds worth of honey in that first super. Right, so again, let's start back to the middle. Wow, check that out. So it's capped all the way down. They're actually building the cells out a bit further. Don't know whether you can see that. How is wide angle doing? It's fine. Other side's capped as well. Wonderful. Just checking out the frame. Okay, they're working it. There's a bit of stores in there. Yeah, stores certainly on the inside. What I'm going to do is just have a little shuffle of these frames, maybe resort them. The next frame is, yeah, pretty stacked, so I'm going to move this frame that was on the outer side. I'm going to move it in a couple, just because there's no point to having the nice frames in the middle when that one needs some work doing to it. Let's check the far end. Far end, look at that. Cap nicely out, so I'm going to again move that couple in, give them something to do with it. So this frame, lovely. This frame, lovely. So they're nearly capped to the edge, so there's a bit of space left in that. Let's pop this in here so they can draw it out. Again, weight wise, yeah, it's probably about the same actually as this one. So probably 25 kilos, 25 pounds, not kilos. We've got a few drones in here as well. That's good. So the drones were up here. There was no queen excluder on this up until about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Drones are too fat to fit through the queen excluder, so they get stuck. So they're actually stuck in the top. There should be no drones in the top now, because all of the queen excluder has been on for kind of 3 or 4 weeks. So I would expect all the drones to probably have not made it by now. So just empty those bees out in front of the hive, just in case there are any other bees. But it looks like they're all just dead old drones. Sorry, dronies. All the boys gone. Tidy up. Good. Okay, so this was the super that we put directly on top of the colony. It was a newly waxed super, and they've drawn out how much of it? Absolutely none. So this super has now been on for a couple of weeks. Checking all the frames, it's exactly the same throughout. I actually spend a bit of time just working through the actual empty supers, or the new supers, kind of mapping out, checking it, putting their scent on it, and so on. So I don't expect it to be done instantly, but I would have expected some action by now. Right, so I've just topped that super on top of the pile. Right, let's get down to the brood nest. Let's put you a bit lower. About a mile away from anything. Yeah, that should be relatively good. Right. So brood nest should really ideally have about 10 frames in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's about 2,500–3,000 cells in each frame, so it's probably 60,000 cells in the top of summer, and that's throughout the kind of 3-week cycle. Right, so let's always start from an end. There's less chance of the queenie being on the end. So what we're looking for is take up swarm cells, that sort of thing. Actually, yep, they're putting some stores up here. Don't like this frame, it's kind of a double comb frame. If I find queenie today, bear in mind she is not marked in this colony, then I'm going to probably sort this frame out and make it single layer, because there's too many gaps for queenie to hide in, which I do not like. Okay, there's a play cup just there. Let's check in that play cup. See what we can see. Nope, nothing in that play cup. Totally empty. Okay. Right, could have grown. Actually, no, it's pretty worker brood just there. But they are packing this in with stores. And they said they have access to that super as well, just above it, because the queen excluder is one higher up. Right, next frame. Let's see what this one looks like. Not very heavy. Bit of a messy frame. Like odd bits of comb. Don't like the odd bits of comb bees. You need to try and keep a nice tidy house. That looks good. Right, there are C-shaped larvae in here. So she's actually doing the job. She's working through those. Still laying well. I'm going to get the little queen clip out. So if we find her, we can mark her. And leave it over there. Okay, and it's looking really good. So we're looking for this kind of digestive biscuit colour. That's what we're looking for. It's nice, there's no sunken caps there. It doesn't smell horrible. signs of potential infection if it smells horrible, or you've got sunken actual cappings. There's a bald one over there, but look around the outside, there's no swarm cells. Inside again, curlies. Right, you're going to lose that. That's actually probably on the back side of what I was just playing with. In fact, there is brood in it, oddly enough. Right, let's try and clear that off. Okay. Get rid of the odd bits of wax. Good, so we've got no swarm cells around the outside. Looking good, can't see Queenie. Right, there are C-shaped larvae through that section. So she's been out here probably 2 or 3 days ago. Again, looking good there. One final peek. Can't see Queenie, so I'm going to put this frame towards the end of the box. Tidy up. Okay, so that all looks good. Right, next frame. Next frame, again, that lovely biscuit colour brood that we are looking for. Right, she's laid up this whole section as well. The numbers are good here. These look happy. Look around the outside, no swarm cells. Look over. Again, biscuit colour brood. Eggs and larvae throughout the middle. And I'd expect to see more capped brood somewhere else in these, because we seem to have a lot of bees that are just about to come out, and that's going to be kind of population boom. Summer solstice plus a few weeks is the end of kind of the brood boom. So we've still got another probably 4 weeks of these checks, and then there'll be slightly lesser frequency because the population boom is over. Right, this one looking good. There's no swarm cells on the outside. Plenty of space. Nice solid patch of brood. Lovely biscuit colour. We like that. That's what we are looking for. Turn the frame over. Again, lovely patch of brood. This is the brood I was looking for. Obviously further out there. They've just emerged and she's laid up with eggs and so on. Yeah, it's lovely. No swarm cells. It's all clear. Look it over. Double check for Queenie. She is not marked. Definitely there. So there's signs of brood, but you can see the broods all literally all the way to the bottom. They are looking good. Next frame. Sorry girlies, try not to squash anyone. A new frame. So that's good. Yep, and she's laid that up as well. Looking new frame up the top here. It's all laid up. Drawing this out, I think this went in either 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, that looks good. Other side. Yep, looking good. There were eggs through that section there. So perfect this frame. Okay, can't see Queenie. Next one, just give them a little bit of encouragement to go down. Hate squashing bees. Try and avoid it, but it is inevitable. Right. Okay, so that side of brood looks good. A few drone cells on there in the middle. There's no swarm cells. It's looking okay. These bigger cells are drone, so the drones take up a bit more space, they take a little bit longer to build. This is worker brood around the outside. The drone brood is also slightly raised against the rest of it. Right, again, lovely biscuit colour brood. Drone brood in the middle, they seem to have backed up the drone brood back on back. That's all good, can't see Queenie yet. Just a quick look to see whether I can see cells in there. Yep, so those drone cells have got eggs in them. Can't see Queenie. Again, another new frame. And that brood, new, fully laid up. Probably 10 days ago, I'd say now. And it's nice, how nice and light it is. The wax is nice and light. It's not had much kind of footfall over the brood, so it kind of hasn't turned that darker, kind of digestive biscuit colour. This side, again, nice, good coverage. There's some honey dotted in the middle. I mean, they have access to a super and so on, so don't know why you're throwing it down here, girlies, but up the top would be appreciated. Okay. Again, all good, can't see Queenie. Which is a shame, never mind. We know that she's there. Right, next frame. Ah, that's well stuck in. Propolis to the max. Right. The dark side first. The dark side was the side that was next to the frame next to it. That's good. So we've got brood over here. Yep, we've got eggs through this section, so she is probably down this end rather than the other end. Plenty of space over here. Come over. Again, looking good. Yep, eggs throughout this section. No swarm cells hidden anywhere. Good. There's a bit of pollen coming in. Not too much of it. Pollen is the protein bees need to live, mixed with nectar being the sugars. That's what kind of makes life for them. Okay, looking good. Can't see Queenie. Same old story. Yeah, definitely eggs and larvae in there. Right. I can't hide her that far in, girlies. Come on. Right, 2 frames left. As we saw eggs in the previous frame. chance she might be this far down. And it's a lovely frame. I mean, there's a bit of brood in the top corner over here. Actually, it's not. It's honey. Honey stores. There are no eggs on here. Let's check so. Over there. Right, so brood in the middle here. Let's see what we've got over here. Bit of pollen and some new brood here. Some larvae and eggs in there. Again, another sad story. We haven't seen the queen, and this is probably our last frame of actual brood. I might have one quick whiz through on the way back on the off chance that we might be able to see her. And it's Stetzel stores on that side. Let's check this last frame. Right. Again, bit of a higgledy-piggledy kind of frame. But it's got pollen on it. At least it's got pollen on it. So my concern was that they were kind of running out of pollen. Very much pollen. Hopefully they'll be okay. Again, bit of a weird one. Not very uniform, but it is the last frame of the colony. In theory, there's about 10.5 frames you can really fit in one of these boxes. But the smoker might have died. I can smell it a little bit, but not that much. Again, quick search through for the queen. Might glance her. I'm quite good at finding her. But so far, I did see her, what, 3 weeks ago I think it was. If you see her, shout. Although I won't get this till later. A bit of pollen there as well. The thing is, the key thing is, we know that she's there. Okay, come on girlies. Ideally don't want to get stung with the finger. Just because you lot want in. Nothing obvious on that side. Swing her over. Yeah, nothing obvious on that side either. Should be able to really easily see her, unless she's maybe a dark queen. I'm looking for the wrong colour queen. I'm expecting it to probably be a light queen. They generally are. Let's go to the dark side first. And the other way. Right, can't see here. I would expect her to be on those end frames. Some frames down this end. It's just that they're the better frames for eggs and so on. Okay, nothing. Try not to make videos covered in me trying to find the queen in this colony. Again, let's go with the other side. Dark side first. dark side. There's a drone up there. Nothing, can't see it. Never mind. She is there, eggs are there. Let's just squeeze these along a tiny bit. And put the last frame in. I don't want to separate it just because she's in the middle. That little mess of comb. She can't hide there always. Okay, come go these. Okay, so we didn't find her, annoyingly, but put it all back together. We've got new honey super. We've got Phoenix glued on top of this. Want them to work that honey super, get that all tidied up. One pretty much full super. One very full super. Lid on the tan board. Bear down. Right, that is done. We are all good there. So that's fruit box, that empty super, Phoenix glued, nearly full super, crown board, random bit of Celotex, and the roof is there. That's going on. Right, we are going to move on to the next hive.